Girl, you lost a lot at once.
I so did.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at celebrities that nearly lost it all, but still came out on top.
I'm just glad I'm sitting here and I wasn't part of the monologue.
Winona Ryder. For a while, she was one of the coolest people in Hollywood.
Aren't you scared?
I'm not scared of sheets. Are you gross under there? Are you Night of the Living Dead under there? Like all bloody veins and pus?
Her work in irreverent films like Beetlejuice and Heathers helped earn her credit in industry circles and among the general population.
Dear Diary, my teen angst bullshit has a body count.
However, in 2001, Ryder was caught shoplifting from a high-end department store and was subsequently arrested. While she avoided jail time, she took a hiatus from her career for several years. She slowly re-entered the scene with small parts in indie movies, eventually making her mainstream return as Joyce in Stranger Things.
Has this always been here?
What? I don't know. Probably. I mean, I have 2 boys. Look at this place.
The show's popularity helped introduce her to an entirely new generation, while cementing her previous legacy as one of Hollywood's brightest stars.
My favorite part about playing Joyce is getting to watch these kids grow up. They started at the same age I was when I started, which is really interesting.
Mickey Rourke. His once illustrious career set him up to be the envy of leading men everywhere.
But you know, I got plans.
Always a dreamer, Abel.
If you don't have good dreams, Bagel, you got nightmares.
While Mickey Rourke's roles didn't always have the most screen time, he was still lauded for his performances. He had the potential to be huge, but his reported penchant for turning down parts and being difficult to work with led to his star beginning to fade.
I mean, they're all the same, you know. Everybody's got an excuse.
In the 90s, Rourke pivoted back to his original passion, boxing. Unfortunately, the sport ended up dealing him several injuries, causing him to undergo facial reconstructive surgery. When he returned to acting, most of his offers had dried up, leading him to believe he was a has-been. But his role in Sin City revitalized his once fading relevance.
Walk down the right back alley in Sin City, and you could find anything.
Demi Lovato. When Demi first came up on Disney Channel with the likes of Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez, she probably could have been the network's biggest star.
Gonna let the light shine out. Yeah, it's not really that good. What? That was totally good.
Her powerful vocals helped her stand out, leading to several popular singles. However, Lovato struggled with various mental health challenges and substance use issues. She was sober for several years before an overdose in 2018. She was hospitalized, prompting her to withdraw from fame while she recovered.
The doctors told me that I had 5 to 10 minutes, and before, like, if no one had found me, then I wouldn't be here.
When she did return, she was in a much healthier place, showing that people shouldn't be defined by their worst moments.
Almost made it to heaven. It was closer than you know.
Stephen King. It's safe to say Stephen King is one of the most well-known authors in modern history.
I heard that you hate Halloween.
Well, okay, let me explain this, all right?
He has penned countless works since beginning his career in the late 1960s, with many becoming instant classics within the horror genre.
Do you want a balloon too, Georgie?
I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers.
Oh, well, I'm Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
But he almost lost his life when he was hit by a car in 1999. His injuries were intense, nearly resulting in his leg being amputated. The accident ended up affecting him physically and mentally, and he struggled to start writing again.
I did an interview with the Los Angeles Times, and I said I'm thinking about retirement, because I was.
With the help of his wife, King returned to the craft. He's released several more acclaimed works, and was even awarded the National Medal of Arts in 2014. Drew Barrymore. Achieving fame at a young age might seem like a dream, but for many child performers, it turns out to be a nightmare. Drew Barrymore appeared in her first commercial at 11 months old and became one of America's biggest stars at 7, after appearing in E.T. the Extraterrestrial. She was introduced to the nightlife scene early on, resulting in her being admitted to a rehabilitation center at 13.
You couldn't mess around in there, and if you did, you would get thrown either in the padded room or get put in stretcher restraints and tied up.
Post-recovery, she starred in several more films with varying levels of critical success.
I told you not to hang up on me.
What do you want?
To talk.
Well, dial someone else, okay?
She found a new niche for herself in several rom-coms, which would help revitalize her on-screen career.
Hey, you remember that story?
I remember everything that you say.
Shania Twain. It's tough to see an icon stopped while they're at the top. For years, Shania Twain was unstoppable.
I'm going out tonight, I'm feeling alright.
She had multiple albums reach immense levels of critical and commercial success and was one of the biggest names in country music. So when she suddenly disappeared after 2002's Up, people were shocked.
So don't try to run, honey. Love can be fun.
It wasn't until years later that she revealed her vocals had weakened following multiple medical conditions, including Lyme disease. She worked hard to heal, learning to sing with her new voice.
And I'd lost my voice. I had to start over with my voice.
She released her 5th album in 2017, 15 years after her last, and debuted a #1 on the Billboard 200, proving that her new vocals wouldn't hold her back one bit.
Life's about to get good.
Kesha. She may have gotten her start making fun music, but behind the scenes, things were allegedly everything but.
I'm talking pedicure on our toes, trying on all our clothes.
Kesha took the world by storm with singles like TikTok becoming huge hits. But that era started to look different when she sued her longtime producer Dr. Luke in 2014. She accused him of abuse and employment discrimination, and their legal battle continued for several years.
It's inhumane. Everything about this trial, it's sickening, it's disgusting.
Despite the circumstances, she persisted. The release of 2017's Praying marked a change in her music and in the way the case was perceived online.
'Cause you brought the flames and you put me through hell. I had to learn how to fight for myself.
She went on to redefine her sound and left her previous label, giving her true artistic freedom for the first time in her career.
I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees.
Brendan Fraser. At his peak, no one could have predicted his career trajectory.
I'll be seeing you again.
Throughout the 90s and 2000s, Brendan Fraser seemed to be on top of the world. He had starred in several blockbuster hits and had effectively made his mark on Hollywood.
Son, you want to take us home, Starboy? What? That way!
But an alleged sexual assault and other personal woes led to his withdrawal from the limelight due to his mental health. While he continued to act, the projects weren't as successful as his previous work. Things finally turned around for him in the 2020s. His leading role in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale was met with widespread acclaim and earned him his first Academy Award.
I know, this may sound silly, but it's important. Promise.
After that, the Renaissance was in full effect.
I feel fortunate that for whatever it is that's happening right now, that it didn't happen 20, 25 years ago, because I would not have been licensed to operate that equipment at that time in my life. It would have been too much too soon.
Vanessa Williams. To achieve something so great only to have it ripped away afterwards is nothing short of devastating.
And our new Miss America is Vanessa Williams, Miss New York.
Vanessa Williams made history as the first Black woman to win the Miss America title in 1983, paving the way for future generations. But she was later pressured into giving up the hard-earned title after intimate photos of her were released without her consent. Although it wasn't her fault, the damage was done.
I do officially relinquish my title as Miss America 1984 to the Miss America pageant.
While the experience could have ended her career, it was clear she wasn't ready to give up. She pivoted to music, television, and film, leading to chart success and several Emmy nominations for her role in Ugly Betty.
It'll be the greatest comeback since
Jesus. And after 32 years, she finally received a long overdue public apology in 2015.
I want to apologize to you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Robert Downey Jr. This actor's career really came full circle. Robert Downey Jr. was no stranger to critical success.
I mean, can't you tell when I'm telling the truth?
No. Trust was the first thing you ruined.
Yeah.
His initial run in the 1980s and 90s had a fair share of hits, and he even received an Oscar nomination for his work in 1992's Chaplin.
As you've already said, Mr. Hoover, motion pictures are for the people.
Unfortunately, a downward spiral would culminate in several drug-related arrests and even time served in prison. He suffered professional ramifications as a result, as people were wary to work with him.
In all honesty, I never thought I'd see you again. I just thought, here's a lost human being. Obviously not. I was incorrect. My apologies for that.
That's all right.
After seeing some success in smaller films, he struck gold when he was cast as Iron Man.
Yeah, I can fly.
He became the centerpiece of a multi-billion-dollar franchise. Things truly came full circle for him in 2024, when he won an Academy Award for Oppenheimer.
Amateurs seek the sun, get eaten. Power stays in the shadows.
Which celebrity were you happy to see back in the limelight? Let us know in the comments below.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.